morning, everybody, and thanks for waking up with The Chase.
No way.
My God.
It's the 1-1, ladies and gentlemen.
Go to Dave's.
I must ask you a question right now.
1-1, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Whoa.
Sit back, relax, and crack a cold one. The Chase is live.
Well, hi, everybody.
Hello.
Okay. Hi. Yeah. Good morning, Chasers. Good morning, Chase community.
Good morning, my
Hi,
neighbors.
everybody. Good morning, my neighbors. Yes. You too. Oh, that was a perfect opportunity for you to play the bleep.
Oh. Yeah. That's on himself.
That is on
He's on himself.
the unnecessary censoring. Oh, we got a great show for you today, as per usual. I feel like I say that every time. But yeah, I mean it. So I'm your host, Troy LeCastro, alongside my broadcast partner, David Yarger. David, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Wait, buddy.
I haven't
Good
done
morning.
this in a while. Oh. Cracking the crispy cold one.
Nothing fires me up quite like that, brother. Just a good crack in the morning to get you going. Hey, let's say good morning to the chat. I feel like we don't do that too often. So number one, Mick Law has some great peepers because he already spouted out. Why can't I talk?
I knew that sound was coming.
Damn it. He spotted out the Skybox Metal Universe, which we'll talk about in a second. But good morning, Hendry. Good morning, Jazz. Good morning, Snipes. Good morning, Mama Yarger. Billdozer in here. PG.
Morning, y'all.
All the guys and gals. Loving it. Yeah, we got some hockey to talk about today. Don't worry. One thing I do want to mention, though, and I know you made a command for this, I just want to let you know that tomorrow, Thursday, January 12th, there's going to be an NBA Top Shot collectibles chat. If you don't know what NBA Top Shot is, basically what it is, it's the NBA's version of NFTs.
Essentially.
Yeah, so if you're a big hobbyist, if you're a big basketball fan and you want to get into the world of NFTs, there's going to be a collectibles chat. It's really easy. You can register for free. And it's basically just going to be a little bit of a Zoom conference. 9 a.m. Eastern time is when I'm logging on tomorrow to be a part of this chat. David, there you go, right there. Nightbot already took care of it for us. He did have a command, though, ! Top Shot, if you want information on that. So come be a part of it with me. We'll learn more together. And then, obviously, we could talk about it more on the show.
Yeah, the link will take you to like the registration screen.
Yep.
And I think it gives you more information from there, just what it's going to entail and everything. So.
Yeah, Tyler P signed me up for it, so I know once you get signed up for it, they will shoot you an email that will have like the WebEx or the Zoom link that you can click on and join that. So if you're curious, if you're interested, come join with me. I'll be in there, and we'll be hanging out, learning more.
You get to hang out with Troy.
How about that?
What more could you ask for?
We should start doing some virtual one-on-ones, huh? Just some Zooms.
Well, when we were stuck in our houses during the blizzard, we did the Instagram live session. That was a good time.
You and I had fun.
That was a good time.
We really did. So we're halfway through the week, so it's hump day. Hump day. But everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants to get to Friday, the first round. Lover boy. Everybody wants to get to the first round of the playoffs in football. And I think today's quote of the day is very appropriate, is it not?
Well, I mean, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Persistence can change failure into extraordinary achievement. And that's our guy, Marv Levy. One of the best coaches of all time.
Hey, way to be, Yagabon. Look at that.
Where would you rather be than right here, right now?
Watching that.
The Chase.
Watching this. All right. Well, you know what Wednesday means. It's new release day, of course. So we'll have all of today's new releases. We're going to talk about Shane Wright and his status with the Seattle Kraken after I had to watch the Seattle Kraken beat the Sabres last night. But that's a side note.
Yeah.
How will it affect his eventual stock in the hobby? We'll talk about that a little bit. And we have a new segment called Words with Wagner that we're excited to show you guys. You may recognize the voice.
Maybe.
You're going to love that one. We're also going to take a look at some football case hits and discuss what gathers more attention between all of them. And recently, Fanatics sold some of their stock in Candy Digital. We're going to have more on that. We'll also have Luke The Cardist coming on the broadcast, and we're excited to talk to him about some of his work. And lastly, we're going to have our box rip giveaway. And like McLaw pointed out, that's right, today is going to be the new release of 21-22 Skybox Metal Universe Hockey. Going to go Jambalaya and PMG hunting.
PMG, baby.
All right, now that you know what's on the docket, let's pick a winner for Monday's box rip of 2022 Panini Select Draft Picks Football. And we had ourselves quite the box. We had the tie-dye auto. He had Pickett. Who else did you have? So there you go. We got some top-loaded highlights there.
Devontae Price on the tie-dye auto. But we had 6 autos. We had a Desmond Ridder out of 75. Malik Willis, I believe, out of 149. Pickett out of 199. And then just a bunch of other numbered and rookies. It was impressive box. 2 boxes.
I thought so, too. Yeah, don't forget it was 2 boxes. He ripped one. Yes. I ripped one. I get Cloak Radio. He cannot afford. Great success. So without further ado, can I get that drum roll, please, Mr. Stevens? All right, our winner is going to be none other than Donnie Springfield from YouTube.
Hey, Donnie.
He had the answer of UGA has this one in the bag. Georgia 31, TCU 7. Remember, we asked you what the final was going to be for the national title game. And while Donnie did have Georgia over TCU, he gave TCU more credit than they deserved in that game.
Oh, yeah. I don't think anybody commented 65-7, ladies and gents.
I don't think anybody saw that one coming.
Nobody commented a 58-point slacking. So.
But hey, anyways, congratulations, Donnie Springfield. You know what to do. Look out for a reply to your comment on the YouTube. And once you see that, send us your shipping information to thechase@d8cardworld.com. And wait. There's more.
But wait, there's more.
This week and going forward in our giveaway, since it might be getting a little chilly where you are, you might just be a hipster, enjoy wearing beanies. But check this out. Bam! We got Chase beanies.
Woo woo!
Ooh,
they are nice.
So there you go, Donnie. That is headed your way. So if you win the giveaways, you're getting a little extra treat for you. So we'll make sure we put that in there.
I'll add it with the package over here.
Right there.
Nice little toss.
That's a good little toss there. Here, why don't you put that there
yeah,
too?
hell yeah.
All right. Now that we got our winner, I think we're ready to get into the rest of the show. So as we move on, Yagabom, do you think you can hit us with the first release for Wednesday?
Sure.
Thank you.
First things first. We have 2022 Panini National Treasures Baseball. Here there is 8 autograph or memorabilia cards per box. You're going to want to look for your star rookies like Juan Yepez of the Cardinals, Alec Thomas, and who could forget Bobby Witt Jr. on rookie material signatures and rookie material signatures 2. Additionally, find super prime material from former, current, and future star players in bat knobs, bat nameplates, and cleats. We talked about this, and we know some of the best patches come from National Treasures, so looking forward to this. Look at Troy! Look at the beanie! Sexy!
Don't worry, Donnie's. This isn't yours. This is my own, I promise.
Yeah, it's his own. It's his own. Yours is packed away in a nice box. It's fine.
All right, well, how about we head to the hardwood now for 22-23 NBA Hoops Basketball Hobby. Here you're going to find 1 autograph and 24 parallels or inserts per box. This features the first cards of 22-23 rookies in their NBA uniforms. So you know who we're talking about. We're talking about Paolo Banchero, excuse me. I call him Pablo. Benedict Mathurin, Jaden Ivey, Jabari Smith Jr., and Keegan Murray. There's going to be 24 packs per box and 8 cards per pack.
Next up, let's hit the ice for our box rip giveaway of the day. We have 21-22 Upper Deck Skybox Metal Universe. Here, there are 3 97-98 retro cards per box, in addition to 1 ice carvings or Skybox metal picks per box. Look for alternate jersey variation cards, as well as autograph parallels. And remember, the rookies in this product because we're going back a little bit, like I said. Cole Caulfield, Trevor Zegras, Moritz Sider, Mason McTavish, JJ Paterka, UPL, many more. And don't forget, we're hunting for them PMGs and them jambalayas. So
I love me some jambalaya.
Ooh. Eat. Ooh. Can hear your stomach churning already.
Well, goddamn. Damn. Damn. So why don't we switch focuses to around the hobby? How about that? But we're gonna stick with the hockey theme if you're okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
All right. So first up and around the hobby, Shane Wright, the 4th pick in this past year's NHL draft, was reassigned to the OHL by the Seattle Kraken late last week, earlier this week. Wright was then traded by his OHL team at the OHL deadline, going from Kingston to Windsor. Wright was the projected number 1 pick to the Canadiens this past year, but eventually fell to Seattle at number 4. The biggest question here is, when we do finally have a product with Wright in it, how is his stock going to be assessed?
I know you did a little bit of researching on the interwebs for this one. I mean, it doesn't seem like he's off to the best of starts. But, I mean, we did talk yesterday, and the first 3 picks haven't really done any... The first 3 that were ahead of Wright haven't really done anything either. But what's going on in his market?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where Shane Wright, obviously we talked about there in the script, highly touted coming into the draft. I know something happened. I think his play fell off a little bit before the draft, so stock kind of dropped a little bit. Ends up at number 4. Obviously a big vendetta against the Canadiens. He, basically burned a hole through the organization at the draft by staring at him, to say the least. But here's something I did find out. He does have cards. Okay?
Really?
Quite a few. But it's in his Kingston uniform or his Team Canada uniform. So here's the thing. You can find his cards out there. But here's some interesting stuff I did. So funny enough, he was in the 21 Skybox Medal of the Universe Champions.
Okay.
So the product that had the Tiger Woods, the Michael Jordans
MJs,
of the world.
LeBrons were in
Yeah,
there.
LeBrons were in there. Some musicians, some different type of people. So I obviously looked up his PMGs, and I wanted to look up his jambalayas. So here's the thing. Obviously, PMGs, you're going to have some different colors, right? You're going to have some different situations there. So an out of 10 in October 11th, 2022, so right around the beginning of the NHL season, for the folks at home who are keeping track, $426 sold at auction for the green PMG out of 10.
Wow.
But then, you get a little deeper into now the present, out of 150, $6.
Boy.
Out of 150, $5. Here's one out of 150 sold for $50 on December 14th. But January 3rd was the last known sale. Once again, using Card Ladder. So shout out Card Ladder for helping me with the research here. And out of 100 in November, sold for 63. So it's one of those things where before the draft,
he was up.
Not crazy.
Right.
September, out of 150, $85. Then kind of floated low. Then it seems like people were hyped about him again at the beginning of the season. Plus, it wasn't out of 10.
Right.
You do have to keep that in mind.
Right.
But then it back down. So then, let's see. Where's my... These sounds. Oh, my God. So then the jambalaya here. So last one sold January 6th. $35. Right? 50 in December. 78 here December 2nd. So the jambalaya seemed to be a little more popular on the Shane Wright market, but obviously he's not garnering the prices that I'm going to assume that somebody like a Matty Beniers will,
Right.
or Owen Power, Jack Quinn, guys that are going to be in the 22, 23 products. So same thing here, 102. So definitely the jambalaya has helped him. Now where he's getting the most help, in my opinion, right now, is his Team Canada stuff.
Well,
because
World Juniors, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
World Juniors. So he picked up the play. I think he had 7 points, if I'm not mistaken, in the World Juniors. So right now, and out of 5 sold on January 6th. This is the Upper Deck Team Canada Juniors Auto Black signatures. So if you didn't know, Upper Deck does put out a Team Canada set.
Okay.
Where you can find obviously different players, different autos. $571, and that was on January 6th. January 2nd, here's an Upper Deck Team Canada Juniors out of 125, $152. So that's helping him a little bit, but I don't know. Obviously the OHL stuff doesn't go as high because there's, it's not a national appeal. It's literally the Ontario Hockey League, so it's not a national appeal. But
right.
I'm interested to see what's going to happen when he comes out in his Kraken gear. Is he going to be a young gun in Series 2?
Right.
If that's the case, I feel like you pull him, harbor it.
Yeah,
Harbor
hang on to it.
Hang on to him, because right now he's been, who knows, he may come up in the second half of the season after the All-Star game, later in the season.
Right.
And you know what, too? They may be trying to protect his rookie contract in terms of how many games he ends up playing.
That's entirely possible. His first goal was against Montreal.
Oh, I did see that.
Fitting.
I did see that. Which
Fitting.
Right, fitting.
My biggest worry for Shane Wright, I'd say, is Seattle a big market when it comes to hockey? Which we all know isn't really the case right now. They're new, they're up and coming, but we've seen how certain markets can affect certain players. Like if you are a rookie on the Florida Panthers, you're not really getting much attention. Where if you're a rookie on Toronto, you're golden.
Exactly. I think that's a great call, because I was just thinking that too when we went back to our Steven Stamkos discussion.
Right.
Somebody brought up a good point after the fact that he's in Tampa. Right. So does his market affect him? Because, Shane Wright, him, both great Canadians, but playing for American teams in markets that aren't necessarily a hockey town, if you will. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see Shane Wright. I think it's going to be a situation where he's going to come out low, and really his playing is going to have to do the talking, because I don't think that hype is necessarily there anymore in the hobby, and he is in Seattle. So I think he's going to have to work a little extra harder and put up those numbers and, maybe win a trophy, a Hart and Art Ross, a Rocket, something he can do to really solidify himself in the hobby and kind of gain interest in him again. But I think if you're going to want to buy him. Yeah. It's not going to be a time to sell him.
Right. Plus they got the Winter Classic coming next year, I think.
True. So I could make a statement there too. Who knows?
The bubbly was good.
That's my gimmick. That's gimmick infringement.
There was still some in there. Oops.
I definitely saw him fly, by the way. I was going to say anything. I was going to let it go.
All right.
It's on my paper.
Sorry. All right. Next up, we have a fun segment that we're excited to show you, and will give us a second to clean up. It's the man of many words, Onus Wagner. As you know, our guy Onus was on the broadcast a while back and was a little camera shy. Didn't really say much, but we're happy to say he's gotten comfortable and is going to present our new segment, Words with Wagner. Onus, take it away.
Words with Wagner. Today's word is junk wax. Cards from the 80s and 90s that were produced in astonishingly high quantities. There was so much supply that it virtually rendered almost every card worthless. Hence, it's basically junk. This has been your PSA 1.5 Honus Wagner, signing out.
You know, I never realized how much Onus Wagner sounds like Tyler Prigionieri.
Kind of strange, right? In a way?
Maybe they're secretly related. Like, who knows?
For those who don't know, Tyler's a theater kid. Yeah, I mean, he really plays it up there. I'm Honus Wagner. Tyler just does that on the daily. Like, I hear him walking around just going, "You there, what are you doing? You should be working. You're not working." That was odd. Goodness. So there you go. Thanks to Tyler for doing a little Honus Wagner impression there. And I'm sure we'll show you guys more of that as the Words with Wagner start to roll on.
Yes. Can't wait. I wonder what the next word with Wagner is going to be.
I don't know. What do you think? Hey, we might need to scroll down a little bit, Patrick, if you don't mind. We got to get to talking about some Fanatics news, which I think you got for us. Do you not?
Yes, I have some Fanatics news and a great graphic to go with it. Fanatics recently sold 60% stake in the company Candy Digital, a sports NFT digital collectible company. According to a post from our friends at Gem Mint, Fanatics CEO Michael Rubin wrote in an email to staff per CNBC, over the past year, it has become clear that NFTs are unlikely to be sustainable or profitable as a standalone business. Aside from physical collectibles, trading cards, driving 99% of the business, we believe digital products will have more value and utility when connected to physical collectibles to create the best experience for collectors. Rubin also added, divesting our ownership stake at this time allowed us to ensure investors were able to recoup most of their investment via cash or additional shares in Fanatics, a favorable outcome for investors, especially in an imploding NFT market that has seen precipitous drops in the both transaction volumes and prices for standalone NFTs. So, yeah, I've always been skeptic of NFTs personally.
Yeah.
I never really got into them, so didn't know much. And
I'll have more to report after I do the Top Shot conference, so I'll let you know what I think.
Go ahead and throw that in the chat again.
There you go. Great work. All right, now let's head to our guest for the day. You may have seen this artist's work plastered all over social media, and boy, I could say some of his cards have blown me away for sure, especially the Bash Brothers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Lil Canseco, McGuire action. We have Luke The Cardist on the broadcast. We're excited to have him on. Everyone, please join us in welcoming Luke onto the broadcast. Good morning, Luke. How you doing, man?
What's up, guys? How are you? Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Brother,
Absolutely.
thanks for joining us. That's just like I said, your stuff popped to me on social media. I'm like, you know what? We gotta get him on there.
Awesome. Well, yeah, it's crazy. I feel like the last couple of weeks, I know we'll talk about it probably, but the LeBron, I've had a lot of new eyes on my work, which has been great. So, been a crazy couple of weeks. Been a crazy couple of years, but yeah, super glad to be here.
Yeah, man. And you know what? Let's
Happy
get
to
into
have
talking
you.
about that for sure. Good teaser, good foreshadowing, because we are going to talk about that LeBron. But first and foremost, I want to ask, how does it feel for you to be able to bring the hobby and artistry into one project like this? Almost like two passions getting together.
Well, I mean, that's exactly what it is. Like at the end of the day, like I grew up as someone, and I mean, I still am obviously, but grew up as a kid who like, I always drew for as long as I can remember. I was always like artistic and liked to do, just creative little projects and endeavors, but was also like diehard sports fan. So, I grew up kind of straddling both sides of the fence. And so when this kind of fell into my lap and came into my life, it felt right. Because for years I had, done little art projects and jobs and like worked for Trader Joe's and freelance work, doing art and all these different things. And but there was nothing I was really passionate about. So this has just been like the biggest blessing for me, like for my art, for my family. Like it's been a crazy ride, but it's been fun, needless to say.
And now, Luke, what effect does art have on the hobby, in your personal opinion?
I think, let me start by saying, like, I know it's not for everyone, right? So not everyone in the hobby is a fan of art or appreciates art, and that's okay. I think just there's so many people in the hobby that there's still plenty to go around. But I think as the hobby continues to evolve and is looked at from a collecting point of view, when you look at it like that, like art and sports cards they go hand in hand. And I heard you just talking about the NFTs, which, I have my own thoughts on as well, but it's people collect, right? So whether it's art, whether it's sports cards, whether it's memorabilia, autographs, whatever, it's really cool when, at least in my opinion as an artist, when you can see kind of those lines blurred and multiple things kind of cross over. And so as time's gone on and more relevant artists and more reputable companies put out really cool, projects and things that are outside the box. I think not only does it get more eyes on art and its place in the hobby, but I think it definitely legitimizes it more as it's more prevalent as well.
Now, can you do us a favor and can you take us through your creative process when you work on the card canvas?
Yeah, absolutely. So it varies. So when it start, like whether it's a commissioned piece for a customer, or whether it's something I'm creating, just a passion project, or whether it's something that's going in my inventory for my website, I think that's where it all starts off is who is it for? And because there's some customers that send me requests and, say, I don't care what card it is or what you put on it. I just want it to be of a specific athlete. And then I have other customers who are very specific and have to a T things that they want on a very specific card. So it just depends on who it's for. But essentially, at the end of the day, like I get a card, and if I have no idea kind of what I want to do, or just starting with a blank canvas, so to speak, I find the card and I take a picture of the card. I like to always plan everything out ahead of time. So I draw everything digitally on my iPad first, so I can kind of plan out the spacing and the coloring and all the things that at the end of the day, I just want to take it out of the equation at the end when I'm actually painting. If it takes any of the thinking out of it for me at that point, that's what I'm looking for. So I plan them out, and then from there, I take the card, and I'm using Posca is a brand that a lot of people are familiar with. They're acrylic paint pens and markers. I use other brands and other tools to apply the paint to the cards, but it's as simple as that. I lay a base layer down, I put my sketch on, and then I start to block the color and the line work and the details, highlights, lowlights, and I can obsess, especially if I'm not on a time crunch. I can definitely spend some time on these things. But yeah, man, I love it. That's the end of the day. I can get absolutely lost in them and do it all day, every day. So, which I do, I guess that's a good thing.
I think the comment I want to make that I really love in terms of your creative process is I think you're very good with, like you had a Vince Carter Raptors card, right? So you made the
Yes,
Raptors
sir.
logo, and then we'll get into the LeBron, but obviously being a Cleveland card, the way you had the C around it, it's just I like how you take the themes that are kind of already embedded there and just expand on them.
Absolutely, and that's what I think what's so cool about it being a sports themed art project, so to speak, or I do sports themed art. What's so cool about it is there's so many teams and franchises and brands and sports, but aside from the teams, you look at the different personalities and the superstars and their own brands and their own nicknames and hometown and things that they do, and there are so many different avenues you can take in terms of like the designs and what you want to put on the card. So it's really cool. So you take an amount of design possibilities and then times it by an existing, like however many cards, I can choose from the millions and millions of cards. There's just so many different things you can do with them. It's pretty cool.
So realistically, for one card, I gotta know what's the time frame on that. Does it take a few hours? Does it take a few days, weeks? Like what's the timetable for one card?
So it depends, and that's kind of like a loaded question. So it's my best answer. So I work on multiple cards at once, unless they're done on a very strict time. I need to do one a day, and I kind of I'll put my head down and work on one. But so it's kind of hard to get an idea time wise in terms of like stop the watch and know how long it took me. But I used to ballpark, I'd say like 6 to 8 hours. I think I probably got it closer to 5 or 6 now. But that's average. So sometimes there could be some that I sit on for weeks, and that's because I'll touch it here or there, or it's very detailed, or but there's some that have taken as much as like 12, 14 hours of actual work, and that's including like the design process and the time that I put in on, so I can geek out on that iPad too. It's pretty crazy. But then the painting itself. So I'd say average though, you're looking probably like 6-7 hours of work.
Interesting.
Now I want to talk to you here from a business side of things, business perspective. How does your business works? Are you creating these pieces for the clients and selling them for them, or are they just sending them to you and then you're sending them right back? How does that kind of work?
Yeah, so a majority of my my business and work comes in the form of commission pieces. So I have people that reach out and they say, "Hey, I collect Jalen Hurts, and I've bought every card I could find on eBay or that I can afford or whatever that their situation is," and they say like, "I want something unique to my collection," and they usually like my art while they're reaching out to begin with, but they say, "Hey, I like what you do, and I want something unique." And that's what I think where I like that as a collector. The name of the game in the hobby and in collecting, you want something nobody else has, right? So it's cool to have something unique to your collection to where, it's not reproduced or reprinted in any way. But so most of my work is commissioned. So people reach out and they want something done. I try to make it as easy as possible on my customers to where you don't have to send me a card or anything like that. If you have a specific card that you want, it weighs into the final cost, but you just tell me, who it is, whether you have something specific or not, and then I find the card, I source it, I get it shipped to myself, paint on it, and then the shipping's all included in one price. So most of my work are commissions. But having said that, I have a lot of sales. LukeTheCardist.com has been up and running for a while now, and that's all of my existing inventory. So everything I have available at the moment is available on that website. And there are also other cards that are available that, in kind of going to the third tier of the business, is I try to make as many shows as I can. So I set up as a vendor I'll be at the Mint again in March in Vegas, to the National Dallas Card Show, some local ones here in Houston where I'm based out of. But I try to make as many of those as possible that are realistic, and the ones that I feel like it's appropriate for me to make just based on who's going to be there. But have live sales as well. So kind of three tiers to the, I guess, the business side of things, which it would be commissions and then online sales and then live sales.
And what is that like for you to be able to go to these big shows like a Dallas or like a National? I know you were at Beckett's booth and show off your work.
That was crazy. I mean, every show is still, from the first card I did and I sold, and like the validation of someone liking what I did and wanting, liking it enough to spend money on it. That was cool in itself to begin with. So I love going to these shows and talking with people and at the end of the day, getting the most amount of eyes on my artwork possible. That's my goal. So spreading my art. So it's great to hit these shows and Beckett, the National, that was still trying to wrap my head around that. That was like if you would have told the 8-9-year-old me that was thumbing through Beckett trying to figure out what penny cards I had that might have been worth $5, something like that. If you would have told me then that I'd be set up with my name on the screen blown up at the national convention, it's still crazy for me to think about. But so I love going to the shows, and I'll be at the Dallas Card Show this weekend. So yeah, I love those shows, man.
There you go.
And now moving forward, this one definitely piqued my interest as a Cavs fan. A client of yours had you crack a PSA 10 2003 Topps Chrome LeBron rookie worth likely thousands. How mind-blowing was that for you?
Crazy. And it's still, watching it right now, it's like, watching it right now, I feel inclined to, even though I posted it to say again, I'm going to let everyone know this was not my slab. This was not my LeBron rookie. And I couldn't tell you if I do the same, if it would have been mine. But it crazy. So I was set up at Beckett at one of the most recent Dallas Card shows. This guy just came up to me and saw my artwork, and him and his son were there, and they were talking to me, and he opens his backpack and he had like 5 of those LeBron PSA 10s, and he's holding them in his hand. He's like, "Well, would you want to paint on one of these?" And immediately I'm like, I've painted on some higher value cards, but nothing anywhere close to that. And I kind of take it with a grain of salt. I'm like, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, let's do it. He's like, 'cause I want to film it, and I want to make content, and yada, yada, yada. So we find out that we live like 20 minutes away from each other. He lives just down the road, like right down the street from where I grew up. So I it came to fruition. Like we talked after the show and we connected, and come to find out, so this guy was in the drone manufacturing for years and left that, and he's really not even. He just kind of is getting into collecting, and he buys some crazy cards. So if you guys, I think it's Max Wax packs, all with X's. He picks up some crazy cards. So it happened, and just like doing it was crazy, and then posting it. I've had some stuff that's done, like, at least for me, like, oh, look at that, it's got a couple hundred likes, like, that's pretty cool. And then within like that next evening, my brother said, like, dude, it's at like 35,000 views, and my mind was blown then, and now it's at 1 million, and I'm just like, it's crazy. And like, I had to cut off the commenting at some point, because once all the people that already knew me were giving me the attaboys, and that's cool, there a lot of the negative stuff came in, which I thought was hilarious, but it's just crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, so it's in the middle of, and I'll kind of end with this though about it. We're still in the process of being made, but the end result isn't going to be like my normal cards, to where it's, encased in a one touch with a sticker. Like, the plan is, I can get my work through Beckett and slabbed, so it's going to be re-slabbed, and the plan is to have it in some sort of double-sided frame where the old cracked PSA slab is displayed with the new one, and so it's going to be a whole big presentation. So hopefully the end result's pretty dope. So I guess that's why I did the part 1. So part 2 to come, I guess. Pretty cool though.
Looking forward to
That's
part
gonna
2.
be so good. I know, right? We got to show part 2. We showed part 1. Now we got to show part 2 on the show when it comes out.
Keep it rolling.
So we'll be looking out for that for sure. Now,
Awesome.
kind of lastly to wrap up here, I know companies in the hobby work with artists for sets, like, Topps does Project 70. Has anybody reached out to you seeking possible collaboration?
So for as of last March, it's been in the works, and I've been able to kind of tell people, like, I have something really big coming. I can't completely what it is, but I can say that yes, one of the big companies and we are collaborating, and my work will be in some products here coming up. So we're in the process of doing that. The painting is being done, so super stoked, and I'm ready for everyone to see it.
Well, we always tell every guest this when they have big news. Remember us little guys. Let us know when maybe you can tell something or something gets announced. We'd love to talk to you again, or at least be able to share the news on the show here. So make sure you keep in touch.
Absolutely.
You got it. And well, just so you know too, that was that's probably the most news I've said anywhere thus far. So that's an official, like, something is happening. So I'm excited, but you guys will you'll know for sure.
We're getting the exclusive.
The little sneak peek.
Yeah.
We're getting the
There you go.
exclusive. All right. Anything else?
I just got to say, some of the work you do is absolutely astonishing. So compliment there. What is maybe the favorite card that you've ever done for a client?
Oh man. Well, first of all, thank you. Still just blown away. I'm just a nerd that likes to paint and draw, and the fact that anyone likes it and likes it enough to spend money on it, I really, really do appreciate it. To be honest, I always say the next one. I always try to make the next one's the best. I love wrestling though, which I want to tell you guys too. I watched the episode where the E-Page and Nuno and Smart Mark were on. So I'm a diehard wrestling fan, diehard AEW. Like, my 7-year-old daughter and my wife are diehard fans too. So all my wrestling cards I really like. I did a Young Bucks set that I think is like super cool. They just did a Sammy Guevara one. So I like all my wrestling stuff, but I don't know, like, I did a Mahomes Optic rookie, vintage Ted Williams. Some of the higher value stuff is always it's fun. And then you got your Browns and your Kobe's, but I could talk about it all day.
Well, I usually am asked to contain my wrestling fandom on this show a little bit. So, Luke, let me tell you right now, I'm a huge Mark myself. So you and I offline will, on Instagram or whatever, we'll have to chop it up about some wrestling. I'd love to hear more about that. And, of course, everything else going on in that crazy world of sports entertainment. But for now, we want to wrap it up here. So what we like to do, lastly, to every guest, let us know, where can people find you? Where can they find you work? Where will you be in 2023? I know you said you'll be in Dallas this weekend. Go ahead and just give everybody a plug.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's so pretty much across all social media. It's at Luke The Cardist or at The Cardist. Primarily Instagram is where I'm is most active. LukeTheCardist.com for all online sales. We will be Dallas this weekend, Las Vegas for the Mint in March, Chicago for the National this summer, and Dallas will be an ongoing. I try to make it as much as possible, so that'll be littered throughout the year as well. But and probably other places, but we'll see where it takes me. But either way, those are the plans now. But again, guys, I really do appreciate, really enjoyed talking with you guys, and appreciate the time.
We're
man. Well,
happy to have you on.
I was going to say, thanks for taking time out of your day. We really appreciate it. Luke The Cardist, everyone. Give him a round of applause there. Luke, thank you so much. You have a good one, and we'll get the chance to talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Thanks again, guys. Have a good day.
All right, brother. You
Have a
too.
good one.
We'll see you. Oh yeah, I've already had the wheels turning now that I knew that he was a wrestling fan. I want a Cody Rhodes card, and I want to send him a Cody Rhodes card, and I think I got an idea in mind of what I would like. So we'll see if that comes. The wheels are spinning.
The hamster's turning.
Well, wheels are spinning. We'll see if that comes to fruition. Something we didn't get a chance to get to before we got to talking to Luke that we want to talk about now. We've seen Mosaic introduce a new super short print case hit, Razzle Dazzle, among the plethora of case hits that already exist. With this news, it piqued our interest. What actually is the most valuable case hit amongst the football products?
Right.
Is it the Kaboom? Is it the Downtown? What could it be? And there you go. Mr. Stevens put up on the screen there. You see a little bit of an example. There you go. The Downtown. You've got the Razzle Dazzle there. What do you think? Were you able to do a little bit of research?
So I went through, and I looked through, between the color wheels, the color blast, the kabooms, the downtowns. It looks like everyone shoots for the kabooms. Just judging by some research, I did like Josh Allen kabooms,
Okay.
Josh Allen downtowns.
Yeah.
And the kabooms seem to be, as you would like to say, the cream of the crop.
Oh, yeah.
But then you go down, I would say probably downtown, probably next.
Yeah.
And then, your color blast, your color wheels, that seem to be garnering the most attention. This Razzle Dazzle is pretty interesting, though.
It's interesting. Yeah. And you know what? I'm fine with that. I feel like some people, not me, I feel like some people would think, maybe it's getting a little too crowded in the super short print case hit realm, there's too many, we're gonna flood it. But to me, it's like it's just more competition for which ones you want to chase harder, which ones you want to collect harder, and design too. I'm always into the design of cards. I think that's huge. That's big.
I think from like an aesthetic standpoint, I'm a big downtown guy. Like I've told everyone in here, my dream card is the downtown of Allen's rookie year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like
It's got the wing on it too, I think,
it's
right?
Got the
That's
wing,
the
it's
one.
got the falls. It's just got everything like I would love to see in a designed card. And, it looks like for value, Kaboom is like the one that'll get like the most money on the market. But like downtown is probably aesthetically my favorite.
Yeah, once again, I'm using my card ladder. I just think it's a great tool. I don't know, and Meerkat turned me onto it. But even from that sense, we got a Razzle Dazzle right now. Razzle Dazzle seem to be picking it up. Like a Kenny Pickett, 250, a Tom Brady one here, 315. So they're starting to pick it up because I felt like at first it was like, DK Metcalf. Depends on the player, obviously, too. DK Metcalf, $66. A James Cook, $62.
Right.
So it seems like they're stepping it up a little bit. But Kabooms are just, I agree, blowing everyone out of the water. I mean, a Dan Marino goal. I think about the Kabooms, too. I think Kabooms and Downtown both have the parallels, the numbered versions.
Mm-hmm.
So like a Dan Marino, granted, this is a slabbed and out of 10.
Right.
But a Dan Marino on November 14th, 1,100. Right? And I mean, yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
I think that's great. But, 318 here for a Tom Brady, 250 for a TJ Watt. Think about that. That's a TJ Watt, and I'm almost positive. Let me look again. Yeah, for sure. It's not even the number version. TJ Watt garnered 250. And what do we always say about defensive players on this show?
They just don't garner. They don't get the sexy stats. They don't
Right.
have the QB stats. They're not getting the touchdowns, you know.
I mean, even guys like Josh Jacobs, and this is no Josh Jacobs, a fantastic player, right? A rookie one, 214. But I feel like, you know what I mean? Like you get him
You feel like
something
his
else.
rookie would garner a lot more.
Right, but that that's all the kabooms there. I mean, Travis Etienne. I could keep going on. I could keep going on and on. You know what I would have thought would have scored a little bit better, but honestly not too much, is the color wheels.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is we're talking Josh Allen. I have a Josh Allen color wheel that I'm gonna end up sending to get graded, and I gotta start doing more research because I don't know what the value is gonna garner. I think color wheels are pretty sick.
I
think
them.
they're interesting concepts. That and like the stained glass, I think are like really great concepts, but you do see like they're like middle of the pack, I'd say.
But once again, it's a thing too. It depends on what type of collector you are. If you're a flipper, you're probably looking for a kaboom or a downtown.
Correct.
But obviously, if you're just a collector and you just want to collect, I mean, I forgot about Color Blast.
Yeah.
There's still Color Blast out there too.
Yeah, we hit one of them in the racing
Yes.
packs.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody, I forgot who it was in the lounge, but Johnny hit Johnny hit a racing Color Blast, and the Color Blasts are gorgeous too. I love the white background, and because like I said, sometimes to me less is more.
Right.
Stained glass are fun; they have a great design, but I mean, sometimes if you're into that, great. Personally, I think it might be a little too busy.
Well, that's the other thing too is if you like less is more, then you're probably not a downtown guy.
Right.
So.
Right, exactly. But I think the downtown are great because they're creative, because everyone is going to have some symbols of the city that they are playing in.
Right.
Or possibly from, depending on who the player is. But yeah, stained glass, and I think stained glass too, we're talking football right now because Mosaic Football came out with Razzle Dazzle.
Right.
But remember, stained glass, not necessarily as short printed
In like
in baseball.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of screaming for Fernando Tatis, and it wasn't necessarily a super short print case set.
And you like, just not to ramble on or anything, but we've seen in baseball they've come out with like home field advantage cards where it's like the city in the background.
Yeah, Topps' version
and
of
it's
that.
like their version of like almost like a downtown or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like downtown's very consistent, right? Obviously, the numbered one's going to get more money. A Baker Mayfield here. I'm looking at it right here. January 9th, 2023. Baker Mayfield downtown out of 25. Says there's 2 cards. $375. Right?
I might have to get one of them.
So just saying. So really, if you're a chaser and a flipper, kaboom, downtown, and then kind of maybe all the rest.
Yeah.
But it's all up to your preference. They're all great in their own way with different designs. I was just curious, like Razzle Dazzle entering the fray, which one was really the one that is like when you get it, it's like a holy moment.
Yeah.
It's
the beauty of the hobby. It's your preference.
That's right, baby. That's right. Oh, Jay-Z has a little breaking news for us. We're happy to share on the show, Damar Hamlin released from the
That's
hospital in Buffalo.
Probably why my Twitch is going crazy.
Exciting. That's great news. Great news for tomorrow. We've been kind of following that.
And Tua Tagovailoa is out Sunday.
Bills by $1 billion. I know we say that every time, but legitimately this time, I think it could be Bills by $1 billion. Just saying.
We'll see.
All right, what do you say we move on to? You want to do this?
Rip.
Okay. I know it's 11:48.
11:48. Oh, that's 17:38. Sorry. Oops.
What did you do with the cutter this time?
You know what, Troy? I meant to tell you. You look very nice today. Can I take a picture?
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Say cheese.
Cheese. Oh, I think you had something on there.
Picture came out good too.
Oh, great.
I'll send it to you after the show.
Thanks for letting us use that, Ty. There we go, cutter, ladies and gentlemen. Corny as ever, but you still like us. Yeah, I'm ready for some metal break too. I agree.
Let's get it.
Yeah, so to win this giveaway, I think to enter, you should say what your favorite metal song is.
Are you serious?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But if you want to do that, that'd be something. How about who
Corn
we,
with a K. Sorry.
So we spoke about boom babida, boom babida. Anyways, earlier in the show we spoke about Shane Wright. So why don't we say who you guys think is going to win the Calder
that's
trophy
rookie,
this
right?
year?
Rookie of the year.
That's rookie.
Yeah.
Let us know who you think is going to win the Calder at the end of the NHL season. Snipes Morris with the House of Pain by Faster Pussycat. I love that call out. That is a fantastic song. That's a great song. I see Hangar 18 by Megadeth. Snipes.
goodness.
Snipes is my guy. I love Snipes. You now. Uh-oh, what's going on there? I didn't even ask you for the overhead. You just did it. Oh, yeah, you know. All right. There we go. Snipes is my man, coming out with the metal songs there, dropping a Faster Pussycat reference. Never thought we'd see that on the chase. All right, so we've got 15 packs, 7 cards per pack. So David and I, we're going to do how many each?
I think we're going to do 7 each, and whoever has the better of the 7 is going to get the last one.
Yep, we're going to look for some jambalayas and some precious metal gems. All right, which ones would you like?
I
Dealer's choice. You gonna pull a meerkat on me?
2 on top, 2 in the center. No, just give me the left.
You want the left stack?
Yeah,
Okay, so left stack. So you've got
I got 5. Right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's
Okay,
math right there, and then the top 2 on each.
and then top 2 on each. 1, 2.
Oh no,
Oh, you meant
no,
like
yeah.
I know
like
what
the
you meant.
top
All right.
one from
1,
each stack. There you
2.
go.
Okay.
I'm confusing them, ladies and gents.
Math is hard. Hey, can you show the transfer, please? There you go. All right.
I have 7.
I have 7. Now, can I see my overhead?
Yeah, we're gonna do 7 and 7, and then the last one is gonna be picked by the audience.
Can I have the overhead, please? Thank you.
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Beniers and McTavish.
I'm seeing some Owen. I don't
Yeah,
know about
Owen
Owen, man.
Power.
I'm not sold on him yet, guys. Good player. He's still young. But Beniers looked good last night. I was able to see him
Scored
at
a
the
goal.
game. All right, good luck, everybody. Keep telling us who you think is going to win the Calder Trophy while we do some ripping. I want to find a PN.
Not gonna lie to you, last night I had a little goal scoring parlay on the game.
How'd that go?
Had Tuck, Beniers, Thompson.
Oh,
Tuck scored
rookie
2.
here of
Piranovich.
Piranovich. I'm glad we said it the same way. I feel better about how I said it now. And there's a Bertuzzi. A little bit of a gold there. And how about prospects of Philip Tomasino?
But yeah,
Sorry, I cut you off there. What happened?
so obviously Tuck scored 2 goals. Beniers scored 1. Tage Thompson,
Yep.
scoreless.
Of all people.
All
Of
people.
all
man.
people.
All people. The best odds to score.
Uh-huh.
That's how it happens. No, stop
We
it.
pulled the PMG.
No way.
We pulled the PMG. It's a red. I think it's going to be out of 150.
Guys, I lost already.
All right, let's see what we got. I needed to get back on the. There we go. Cole Caulfield, base.
That's a good one.
Rookie. That's a nice one. I needed to get back on the wagon.
What do we got?
It's PMG. Can we see the team first? Or is it just going to be the name?
Just rip the Band-Aid.
Okay. Nico Dawes.
Okay.
Nico Dawes there out of 100. PMG.
How's the numbering on the back look?
It's right here. 48 of 100.
Oh, okay. I couldn't see it.
Yep.
Here we go.
Nico Dawes. I'm going to get that.
Not bad.
Sleeve.
Oh, yeah, here.
There we go. Nice color match, too. Great point right there, Varnes. Great point. That is a color match. I said it on the stream yesterday. I'm not going to try to finger the card here too much. I don't want to leave my thumbprints. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
All right. Sorry, we got to speed this up. My bad. There you go. There is the precious metal gem. Nico Dawes. Nice hit. Yeah, so I might be getting that extra pack, eh?
So far. Yeah, AJ. Nobody likes fingering a card.
Nope. No, sir. Not a one. Everybody gets yelled at who does that. Rookie card here of Kapari. Ooh, Neon Icon. Interesting. Claude Giroux. Cloud.
In the Flyers jersey.
In the Flyers jersey, of course. I want to open. I want to do a break of this. I need to break. I got to break soon. I just feel like break dancing.
Troy's about to break.
Ooh, we got a die cut too.
Wow.
I'm trying to. There we go.
Mine are all just going to be base.
Tomas Hurdle. Yeah. Yeah, you might pull an auto or something. What's this die
see.
cut? The cheddar. I love this. Spencer Knight.
Wow.
Cheddar. Ow.
Cheese.
Cheesy Chase. Guys, how did Cheese do last night?
Yeah,
missed him.
Cheese sent us a picture at like what time was it?
2:30. Wishing us a good morning to the Krusty crew.
Yeah, I was passed out.
Allison rookie there.
Cheese did great last
Prospects.
night. Ooh,
Lassie Thompson.
nice.
2 more packs for me, and then we'll flip it over to David. He was waxing poetic. What? Yeah, that would be yes, that's true. That would be a bounty for Chase if we pulled a Cheese card. He should do that tonight for you guys.
I think you got another one.
Yeah, we got another die cut. Krill the Thrill there. Rookie of Sillinger, Cole Sillinger. Ryan O'Reilly. And what's this one? Big. I don't know, but it's Mark Stone. What is this called? The
big one?
cut? The big one?
Big
Big
one?
something ice. I love that. I love the
Big-
die cuts in this.
That's pretty sweet.
Too bad it's not a jambalaya. Falcon says Chase was rocking the first night. I love that. If you're just joining us, we're ripping some Metal Universe new release. And guess what? If you guys want to win this box rip, all you got to do is let us know who you think's going to win the Calder. There's a Jarvis rookie. That's not a bad one. Seth Jarvis. Victor Golofsson. And then how about the Philip Tomasino there? Base parallel. And if you win this box, you'll also win a Chase beanie. Ooh. All right, David. Have at it, son.
Me turn? Okay.
Your turn. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
We
Good luck, everybody.
We got a pack that does not want to open.
Oh, no. Oh, damn, dude. He hit you with the wrap it up music. He hit you with the elevator music.
It's Stevens.
Stevens is killing himself over there. He
Stevens, you
thinks
might
he's
have
so
to hit
funny.
the bleep for what I want to
Stevens
say to you.
thinks he's hilarious. You're just an ass. Oh, there's tape on the back of my
screwed it
thing.
all up. All right, Quinn Hughes, DeBrincat, Jack Hughes, Braden Point, Sid the Kid, John Gibson, and what's this? Planet Metal, Alexander Barkov. A little,
That's cool.
Little dot cut right there.
I like that little dot cut. Barkov, good card there too. That's nice. Matty Beniers. I'm seeing a lot of Matty Beniers.
A lot of Beniers. Yeah, a lot of Beniers.
Well, now I'm curious. I know he scored last night against the Sabres. He scored a chippy one there too.
Mm-hmm.
That was a grinder goal.
All right. Kucherov, Gallagher, Barkov, Crosby, Rana, Draisaitl, and we have Joe Veleno.
Joe Veleno.
Yeah. that
Nice.
one's-
I'm telling you right now, I think the Matty Beniers guess is good.
Yeah, I think
I
it's,
didn't
I think it's pretty
realize.
solid.
He's got 34 points in 40 games, and he's a plus 12 right now.
I did not know that.
That's nuts.
I knew he was good. I didn't realize he's almost.
That's
not-
nutty.
he's almost a point per game.
That's
player.
what I'm saying. He's almost a point per game player. That's ridiculous. I want to see
nuts.
Mason McTavish too. I see a lot of McTavish in there. I know he's for Anaheim's building themselves a nice little crew with Drysdale, Zegras, and now McTavish. They're built. I know they're still bad. Troy Terry's over there too.
Keller,
Young team.
Johnny
They're
Gaudreau,
let's see.
Pedersen, York, and what is this?
So
Look at this one.
oh,
That's a clear Cole Caulfield.
Is that Caulfield?
Ice carvings.
Wow.
Clear as day right there. Cole Caulfield. Ice carvings.
That's a beauty. I like that.
That's one of the ones in the new release that I said that.
We should be looking for.
Yeah.
All right. Get that boy sleeved up in a minute here. I saw somebody say Connor made a Connor Bedard comment, and it feels like the Ducks are trying to play like they're trying to get Connor Bedard.
Yeah.
But if they get Connor Bedard, they should be an unreal team.
Ooh, that's
So McTavish, not bad. 26 points in 41 games, but he's a minus 13.
There you go.
But it doesn't
UPL.
help.
That's a
UPL,
rookie.
nice. UPL rookie there.
And Tristan Jari.
I hope UPL comes back. I mean, Craig Anderson he's a fossil. I don't mind Comrie. I don't think he played terrible last night, but UPL, it's funny. His save percentage is like 89, and his goals against is like almost 4.
Yeah.
But they won with him in net.
They brought him back up.
I saw that, but he was like sick last night or something. So let's see. Yeah, the Ducks are so bad. But I feel like they're just grinding for a higher draft pick, and then who knows, maybe next year. Ooh, looks like you got a cheese one.
I think I do. Rasmus, Brock Bozer, and Cheddar. Zabinajad.
Cheddar.
Cheddar.
All right.
Speaking of Cheddar, Stevens. It's Wednesday.
God, come on, let's go.
Cheese
Forget
Wednesday.
about the damn cheese for 2 seconds. Oh my goodness. I like that Caulfield though. That's a really nice one. I love the acetate cards. Yeah, NT Baseball Day. If you're a big fan of NT, National Treasures Baseball
Pencil.
Release Day. Release day for this
Prospects,
too.
Radish.
Nice.
And there we go. 1 pack left. Last pack,
Pack
magic.
Magic. There it is.
I'm giving this one to Troy, unless I pull something magical out of here. So
Yeah, Bloomy. I think Maddie Beniers. I think this might be a runaway with Maddie Beniers.
the die cut fell out. So.
Might be a runaway. Okay, so you got a big one too, or whatever that's called.
Tavares. Do have a rookie here of Jonathan Dalen, and then the big one, Patrick Kane.
All
There you
right.
go.
Okay, Mr. Stevens, flip to me quickly, please. That was delayed.
Legit last pack match.
All right, here we go. Legitimate last pack magic. Guys, thanks for watching the show. We appreciate you guys tuning
love you.
in. Love y'all.
Give us that
We'll be back
jambalaya
Friday, don't
to
worry.
head out.
I got something here, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Got Aho. Treese. Oh, there's a rookie. That is Cole Lind for Seattle.
Seattle is
Ooh, it's a
amazing.
cider card. I don't know if it's just flipped around. Amped up. Okay. Amped up Maritz Cider.
Not bad.
Obviously one of the big rookies from last year's class.
He won the
Calder, did
Yeah.
he not? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. He did win the
Over
Calder last
Zegras.
year. So nice one there. There you go, though. The precious metal gem, Nico Dawes. And
Troy
if you
wins.
want to win this, and you want to win this with it, all you got to do is let us know who you think the Calder winner is going to be. All right, but that's going to do it for here on the Chase. But got a special announcement for you. There's going to be a new show debuting on Twitch today. It's going to be, and they gave me my card. The boys are at DA_2 bros 1 break. Can you throw up the graphic, please? Look at this. Oh my God. Steve looks like he steals lunch money. Steve looks like he steals lunch money. He looks like he goes to food pantries and opens things and start eating them. How about that, though? The boys are launching their new show, 2 Bros, 1 Break. Check them out momentarily after we go off the air. Twitch.tv/DA_2 Bros, 1 Break. Make sure you're checking them out there. Make sure you're checking out the live lounge as well on this channel afterwards. Twitch.tv/DA Car World. Johnny Boy will be in there. Make sure you're following us across all social media platforms at DA Car World, at DA_the Chase. Find us everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You know what to do. Anyways, that's going to do it. Guys, before Friday, can you do me a favor? Can you remember something?
It's all
About the Chase. Woo! That backfired. Oh, and I hammered it. Let's go. Top chat out. See you Friday.